So if you're going to look at the module that we have, okay, there are what we call resources attached to it. So you open the resources that you have there, and you're going to have this thing. So what is oxidation number? Okay, what is the what we call redox reaction? Okay, so there are materials that you need to what we call go over. So for me, just like what the Mandalorian says, this is the way. This is the only way for you to understand that thing. So my suggestion is you watch the video that I have posted. You also watch the short videos that is related to that. For now, all the electrochemistry videos are posted in the group chat. And I'm going to make sure that the kinetics problems will be posted by the end of the week. And I also give you what we call problem set that you need to submit by is it okay if we can do it by December 20, our last day of meeting? Okay lang ba?
Yes, sir.
Kasi ayoko kayong mag-alala during yung tinatawag nating bakasyon. And when do you want to do the review? After New Year or before Christmas? Hello? Kasi ito problema natin ngayon. We still don't know the schedule. The schedule is between what? January 4 to 11. And I don't know what the schedule will be, and I don't know if we can still have that time that we have, like 11:30 to 1. Kasi paano pag ang iba sa inyo na-schedule yung exam doon sa Tuesday and Thursday time natin? Gets niyo yung ano? I'm okay on doing it after New Year. I mean, you watch all the videos today, okay? And then the problem set, I'm going to maybe use it as an additional point sa mga exam ninyo. Fine way. Oh shit, naka-record pala tayo. Okay. And then I will give you quiz also to prepare you. Siguro nga yung quiz is after na nung tinatawag nating New Year ninyo. It's just like getting you back into group. Alam niyo yun? Kasi dahil sa bakasyon, knowing the nature of festivities there in our country, talagang mawawala kayo sa momentum. So what we're going to do after the new year, maybe I'll post the quiz, giving you time to prepare for the fourth exam. Okay ba yun? That's just my suggestion. You're always free to give your suggestion. So ano masasay nyo?
Okay po, sir.
Yung iba. Because what I want to happen is by December 20, by midnight of December 20, break muna tayo. Ang guguluhin ko lang sa Christmas break ay may mga miss exam, miss quiz. So siguro yun yung time na asikasuhin nyo yun. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to give the quiz after New Year so that you build the momentum. Kasi ang mangyari yan, parang ganito na tayo eh. Tapos, pababa na. And then, mag-enjoy kayo. Okay? I don't want you to think anything about chemistry during Christmas. Okay? And then, after marinig nyo na yung huling paputok, okay? I hope complete yung fingers nyo by the time the New Year come. That's the time we're going to do a quiz for 7 and a quiz for 8, module 8. And then we do a review, okay? I'm just hoping that it's not on January 4. Hopefully, we will know the schedule of your final exam before we say we take a break. We take a Christmas break. Okay, there's a quiz for module 7 and there's a quiz for module 8. But for now, ang iaano ko lang sa inyo yung problem set ng module 7 at problem set ng module 8. So how is the exam, by the way? Okay ba? But you've been warned, right? Sabi ko sa inyo, the exam questions will be tricky. Kasi usually ganun yun eh. But the only way for you to get over it is to make sure that you have a deep understanding on the concept. Tapos sa calculator nyo minsan, yung calculations, mali yung sagot nandoon sa choice. So akala nyo yung tama. Right? So hindi ko pa marirelease yung score ninyo. I'm still waiting the go signal of the one in charge before we made the score available. So it's just over 82. So ang highest sa class is 77. So 77 divided by 82. So what I want to go over today ay yung tinatawag nating module nyo. Yes, yun. Magkakaroon ng submission depository for that. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay? Kasi ang nangyayari kasi sa inyo sa exam, I don't know if you know how to play basketball. Di ba sa practice, titira ka lang, okay, tapos hindi ka tatakbo. Tapos paglaro na, hindi lang yung titira eh. Pagod ka na pag tumira kasi tatakbo ka sa court habang naglalaro. So ganun yun nangyayari. So in practice, everything is fine. You can answer the question correctly. Pero sa exam, nandun yung pressure, andun yung kaba, and then all of a sudden, may nagkaroon ng technical glitches. So lahat ng things that can go wrong sometimes may go wrong. Yun yung we could say summary kung bakit during exam, iba yung pakiramdam nyo kaysa doon sa, let's say, nagre-review lang tayo. Pwede naman sabihin, okay naman ako, nagre-review, bakit hindi ko na alam yung sagot? Parang ang bobo-bobo ko nung exam. Because it's always like that. I always experienced it before. And I try to what we call, the way I try to do it is put myself in your own situation. Okay, so what we're going to do here now is this one. So redox. So parang short review lang to. And if you're going to watch the thing, nandoon. So when we're talking about redox in 2 words, this is just what? This is just a reactions that involves electron transfer. Okay, so you have reduction and oxidation. Kaya siya redox. But if you're going to look at this, you can say it's a Liora and the Geroa. So, ito yung acronym na dapat ninyong malaman. So, Leora is lost electron. So, if you lost electron, you undergo oxidation. And if you undergo oxidation, you also act as a reducing agent. Now, Geroa, on the other hand, is what? Gain electron. Okay, undergo reduction. And that serves as your oxidizing agent. So kapag lost electron, ano nangyayari? More positive, more negative? Is the substance becoming more positive charge or negative charge kapag lost electron? Usually it becomes more positive.
Positive.
Okay? Kapag gain electron, it becomes more negative. So in a simple reaction like this, what's the first thing for you to do? So the first thing for you to do to determine if this is a redox reaction is to look at its oxidation number. So usually may rules of how to assign the oxidation number. So if it's an element, usually it is equals to what we call zero. Okay. If it's what we call an ionic compound, all you need to do is look at the charge. Okay. And based on the changes in the oxidation number, you can see which one is reduced and which one is oxidized. Okay. So for instance here, what happened to the oxygen? Oxygen come from 0 to -2. While magnesium is from 0 to +2. So alin ang na-oxidize, alin yung na-reduce? So you have to what we call use now this concept of Leora and Geroa, right? So if you're going to look at this one, so magnesium from 0, it becomes more positive. So this is the one that undergo oxidation because it lost electron. Why does it lose electron? It becomes more positive. Electron is a negative charge. So if you lost negative charge, you become more positive. Am I right? Klaro ba yun? So hindi ka pwede manghula dito. You have to be sure. Okay? Now oxygen on the other hand is what? From 0, it becomes -2. So why it becomes more negative? Because it gains electron. Okay? So that's the one that undergo reduction. Or we could say oxygen's reduced, magnesium is oxidized. So usually the metals are the one that is what we call oxidized. When you say oxidation of metals, usually that's the corrosion of metals. Okay. Now you may also ask the question, what is the oxidizing agent? And one is the reducing agent. So based on the Leora and the Geroa, the one that is oxidized, that is the reducing agent. And the one that is reduced, that is the oxidizing agent. So ano yung oxidizing agent natin ngayon? Anyone? So these are the type of questions that will be asked on you during your last exam. Okay? So if you're going to look at this, the oxidizing agent is the oxygen. O2, not only O. Kasi yun yung species na nandoon. And the reducing agent is the magnesium. So usually, class, the reducing agent are usually the metal. Because that's the one that undergo oxidation. And the oxidizing agent are usually the one that contains oxygen. You know bleach? Are you familiar with bleach? Hindi yung anime, ha? So, what is bleach? Ano ang Tagalog ng bleach? Clorox? Ano Tagalog ng bleach? Naisip niyo ba kung ano yun? Sunrox. Pamputi, sabi ni Google. So, your bleach is what? What do you think is your bleach? Oxidizing agent or reducing agent? Chemical na panlaba. Bakit yung sabon chemical na panlaba din, di ba? So your bleach is what? If you're going to have your bleach, this is what it is. The component, yung tinatawag nating hypochlorite. So you have there an oxygen, so most likely it is an oxidizing agent. Ino-oxidize niya yung dirt, kaya siya nagiging maputi. Diba? Kaya hindi mo rin siya nilalagay yung colored clothes kasi i-oxidize niya yung colored clothes. Ano mangyayari kapag decolor yung nilagay mo sa bleach? Usually, kumukupas, di ba? Yun. Kasi ino-oxidize niya. Okay? So, you have to prepare with questions like that one. Ano yung oxidizing agent? Ano yung reducing agent? So, the important part here when it is reduction, okay, nasaan ang electron? Nasa reactant or product side? Pag reduction. The same thing kung oxidation, nasaan yung electron? Nasa reactant or product side? So kapag oxidation, nasaan ang electron? Electron is in product reactant side. Kapag oxidation, what is oxidation? Loss of electron. So the electron is in the product side. Okay? Loss, di ba? So ibig sabihin, nawala siya. Okay? Now yung gain naman, nasa reactant side. Is that clear? Kasi if we're going to look at what is really happening between these two, so pwede sabihin natin, this is what? Magnesium, okay? Forming magnesium 2 plus and 2 electron. And then you have what? The oxygen. So pwedeng dalawang electron din para mag-form ng 2O2 minus. I think that's not the formula, but usually yung electron mo ay nasa reactant side. Okay? Gain. Remember, gain, loss. Usually, yes, if you have what we call an oxygen. Pero there are instances na walang oxygen. So kapag walang oxygen, meron ka pang oxidizing agent doon. But if the oxygen is present, most likely that is your oxidizing agent. Ganon din kapag meron kang hydrogen, that's usually your reducing agent. But as you can see here, you don't have any hydrogen. Okay? So if you're going to look at the materials that we have, so ito yung iaano ko na sa inyo. So I want you to look at these resources that you have there and then answer the question. Okay, like oxidation number. So one way for you to determine if there's a redox reaction is you see if there's a change in the oxidation number. So how are you going to know if you don't know how to determine the oxidation number? So for instance, if you have HNO2 versus HNO3, what is the oxidation number of nitrogen here? So maybe you look at the rule. So based on the rule, this is a +1 and the oxygen is a -2. And then you add them together, okay? So if you add all the oxidation number, that's equals to the charge. So what's the charge of both of these? The charge is equals to 0. So if that is equals to 0, so I could put here +1 plus n plus 2 times -2 equals to 0. So +1 plus n, okay, plus -2 equals to 0, not 2, 4. So if you have here, this is what, n plus -3. So if you transpose this on the other one, that is a +3. Now on the other hand, dito, ganun din, +1 plus n plus 3 times -2. So this is what? 1 plus n plus -6 equals to 0. So n is equals to +5. Kaya ba? Now, I want you to go over. Oh shoot, nasaan na yung aking. So these are the rules that you have there. And I can assure you, okay, during my balancing of redox reaction example, dun sa link, meron din akong ways on how to get the oxidation number. So maybe you can go over the experiment that you have, the exercise that you have here. Okay, and then you will encounter electrode potential. So ano yung voltaic cell? Ano yung electrolytic cell? So when we're talking about redox, we're talking about electrochemistry. We're talking about chemistry is one of chemistry's greatest contribution to mankind, and that is the battery. The battery is a voltaic cell. So voltaic cell is one that happens spontaneously and produce energy. Electrolytic cell, on the other hand, is one that use energy to run a non-spontaneous reaction. So by the end of the lecture that you have there, okay, you should be able to answer the question here. Although there's the answer key that is given here, but I would still suggest that you go over the lecture and try to answer the question yourself. Okay, so I want you to go over this one. So after you watch the video, there's 2 videos for each module. And you should be able to, you should done watching the electrochemistry during the time na nagka-COVID ako. Okay? And I want you to start also watching the kinetics video. That's also 2. Kinetics, we could say that's one way for you to get rich. Because kinetics is on how, what we call, you deal with how fast or slow the reaction is. So if you want a process that happens fast and you want it to slow, you can make money of it. And if you want a slow process to make it fast, you can make money out of it. Right? Yun yung kinetics. So process like what? Corrosion of metal, you want to prolong it, you want to prevent it so you can make money of it. Okay? Yung mga products na pampabata, di ba? Okay? The vanity of human beings. So, if you can find something like a good alternative to Botox, I don't know if you're familiar with Botox, okay, you can make money of it. Now, if you are in business like agriculture, if you want your products to grow faster, so you find something to make it grow faster, then you can make a lot of money of it. I think of all the chapters with regards to main application, okay, the chemical kinetics is the one that is the most practical. So yun lang yung ano natin for today. So I leave it to you, okay, that you spent the time to watch those video. And I can assure you, yun yung material na kailangan you to survive at least exam 4. So tanong, I think by Thursday, baka bigyan na sila ng go signal. Kasi kung hindi pa rin sila magbigay ng go signal, tawag dito, ako na mag-aas kung pwedeng sabihan kayo. Kasi sinecheck pa nila kung may mga correction. So question. So for now, siguro masasabi ko lang yung motto. I don't know if you know this. Kung kita nyo. So, I think this motto. Ano ba yan? Ano ba motto nito? Kita nyo ba to? Hawak ko. So I think the only way that you have is to watch the video, read the modules and the resources that you have there, answer the question, answer the problem set. That's the only way for you to prepare for this course. And if you have any question, that's the one that we're going to tackle on our last 2 meetings. Dalawang meeting na lang tayo for this year. And then that's it. So I want that to utilize, but I want it to be you asking the question. And sabi nga doon sa series nito, this is the way. So I think that's the only way for you to learn the thing. And what I'm going to do is just to prepare you, what's the possible question that will come out? Ang problema, kahit mag-prepare tayo, pagdating ng exam, kinakabahan kayo. So, wala din. But it's much better than you not having any idea what will come out. Di ba? How do you feel after the exam? So, isang exam na lang, class. Tapos na kayo sa Chem 18. And I hope that you can make it. Because if you don't make it, what will happen to you? You have to take it in a face-to-face setup. And if you have a hard time with online, what more? If it's a face-to-face setup. Di ba? So, I don't know if you want that situation. So, question? So, 1 more week hanggang masagot nyo yung pre-lab. The recording is always there and I want you to look at the recording. So, kapag nakita niyo yung recording, you might say that merong ibang video doon na hindi related doon sa course ninyo. But I can tell you, I'm thankful for you because these short videos that I posted, this is also utilized by my class here in the US. And my students are really happy. So as you could see here, you might say, oh, yung electrochemistry may number of views na, kakapost ko lang sa inyo. But it was posted to be used by another class of mine here. Okay, so what happened is there's an overlap. So what you're going to do is maybe you just search across the channel doon sa topic na kailangan nyo. So there's electrochemistry, electrolysis, electrochemistry, and then balancing of redox reaction. And later this week, I'm going to post the chemical kinetics. Okay ba? We're good? So, one more week. Then, enjoy the holiday. Then, by the new year, we will have the quiz to put you back again, get your momentum back, and then we will have a review. So, hopefully, may common time tayo. Okay? Hopefully, the exam is in the later part, not on the first day. Hindi ko alam ano gagawin natin sa first day. We might meet during what? January 2? Then, we might just what? Go over yung questions na binigay ko sa module 7 and 8. Helpful ba yun pag-review natin sa quiz? Was that helpful for you for the exam? So aside from the short video, right? And your advantage, you can watch the video during the exam, right? And as I've told you, utilize the time given to you. Kasi dun sa isang klase, sabi niya, sir, may 30 minutes pa ako. Tapos sinabit ko na and I regret it. Nawalan daw siya ng 6 points. So question class. So it is my good faith na kapag hindi tayo nag-meet during the time that we supposed to meet, you're watching the videos. Kahit yung short videos lang. And I don't know if you notice it that I have usually what 2 channels in YouTube. One that has the long videos or the recorded lecture and one that has the short videos. I don't know if you notice it. So may tanong pa before we call it a day. You can start working on the problem set if you want. Tanong? So kung wala na, see you Thursday.
Thank you po, sir. Thank you,